Why hello there friends, it's Emma here, the Bookish Princess. In today's video we're heading to Disney's Polynesian Village Resort at Walt Disney World. We're going to check out one of the new Moana rooms and all the new Moana theming at the resort. There's even Moana theming at the King Kamehameha club level. So this is the Hawaii building, which club levels at Disney World were closed throughout COVID. They're just starting to reopen. We don't actually have a date, I don't think, for the reopening of the Polynesian club level, but we're just going to take a really quick little sneak peek of the Moana theming in the Hawaii building. And of course, mainly we're going to check out all the details in the room itself. After we have a look at the new design, I will share with you my Disney purist family's candid reaction.
No, get rid of it!
Just put it
Cast it into the fire!
So here is the new porte cochere that is happening, which I'm very confused. Like, are they gonna extend the lobby out further? Because this is like extended out beyond. Isn't this extended out beyond where the old porte cochere is? I don't know. I'm just confused about the construction, if this is the extent of it or if like more inside is going to be transformed once this is finished. So here's a quick look at the concept art we've gotten for the new porte cochere at the Polynesian, which was really coming along when my family stayed back in August. Inside the Great Ceremonial House was completely the same. I wasn't sure if that was supposed to get a makeover or if it's going to be getting a makeover. As you'll see later in this video, it's good to have a relaxed attitude about change at your favorite Disney resorts because it is inevitable. So here is the new Moana Hallway. I do like how bright and colorful it is, and just all of the very Moana island designs, little Tafiti swirls hidden everywhere, and of course there's Hey Hey. So before we get to the room, we're going to take a real quick little casual stroll around the Hawaii building. So club levels have been closed. This club level was closed when we were there. The rooms in the building were open though, so the building was open. And so you could see the new designs, even though the spaces were empty and not in use yet. On the first floor of the Hawaii building, where normally there are concierge desks with cast members to greet you, there were no desks. There was a big kind of counter, which was actually perfect for filming a little Gideon's cookie unboxing, which is coming later. But yeah, those awesome Moana paintings on the wall were so cool. I can't guess. I wonder if they will add the desks back in once this reopens, so there will be cast members there again, or if they'll just leave that as an open space for guests to use. So upstairs, we're just going to take a quick little look around the second floor. The new design of the King Kamehameha Club very much matches the new design of the rooms. I do miss that giant tiki god who was on the wall. I always thought of him as sort of the spirit of King Kamehameha himself, so the space does feel a little bit empty without him, but you know, it's bright and colorful, and we're gonna get into some Polynesian feedback at the end of the video. I do kind of wonder why they couldn't have left the swaying fans that were there for years and years and years, but let's not get sidetracked. Let's check out the room.
Well, Tamatoa hasn't always been this.
I was a sad little crab once. clever.
You know, Tamatoa hasn't always been this glam.
Does,
Despite reports to the contrary,
Why can't I use
Tamatoa has not always been this
Oh, here.
glam.
This way.
He was a drab little clam once.
Oh, there isn't. I thought there was a Moana painting or something.
I thought there
I'm
was.
glad there's enough.
You know what? That must be in the DVC.
I want a row of
I think in the
gods
DVC.
representing Cleveland.
I want Lilo and Stitch. So if you've been paying attention, you may have gathered the fact that one, Tamatoa has not always been this glam, but two, my family are fairly loud and ridiculous, and we've been staying at the Polynesian for a very long time, so we have very strong feelings about it. So we're going to back up the footage and let you guys listen to the raw, candid reaction. It is fairly chaotic. We're talking over each other. If you want to skip it, you should skip it. But here it is.
This is so stupid. I hate it. I hate it.
This dumb big Moana painting.
Look, we like Moana.
Not as much as
Not
like
the
your
Polynesian.
classic.
Yeah, this is not. This is not the Moana resort. This is the Polynesian village. What if you wanted to go to a classic and beautiful resort? As you said, Moana, franchise time, having it subtly in the lamp, but all this other stuff with having Moana actually on it, I don't think so.
So probably I'm gonna mute the ambient audio and just use some tropical music. But you should know that my family are all completely trashing this Moana design. They want the classic.
Polynesian is gone. It's now Moana.
Jeez.
Give me back my Leningrad.
Leningrad? What?
Oh no, they've gone and named my home St. Petersburg.
What? Everyone post in the comments. Who knows what song it is? I don't. Is it back in the USSR?
No, it's Leningrad by the Leningrad Cowboys. We hate Moana.
We love Moana. That's not even true. I mean, honestly, I would have gone Lilo and Stitch before I went Moana, but I like this. I mean, yeah, I missed the old one, but I have no problem with this. You knew they were going to change it. You know, it could be worse. It's a little blatant. It's, you know, kind of in your face all over the place instead of subtle, but they're going to change it all again in 5 more years. So there's no point in getting upset. Branding. Oh, do you hear them? Cash out. They're so bad. They're so bad. What are you going to do? I don't have a problem with this. These are like trendy. How interesting, huh?
Make a call.
There's those. Yeah, see, it's usually they would have like a hey hey hidden somewhere, or not usually, but in olden times. And now hey hey is just there. But you know,
The second one is like it.
you know, they changed the Animal Kingdom lodge rooms, and those old rooms I adored, and I was so sad when I heard that. So maybe because I've already gotten over the sadness of the Animal Kingdom lodge rooms are now actually kind of like this, except Lion King, except instead of Moana. So maybe because I already knew. And I've seen pictures of this. Honestly, I like the turtles, but I wasn't like wedded to the turtles, the green turtles. I do miss the painting. That's the main thing. I like this painting though.
There's a hidden Mickey on the sea turtle.
See, look, it's winning you over already.
That's like, oh hey, even though we took away 99% of what you love, here, there's one little thing you like, right? You like the sea turtle, right?
Where is the heart of Tahiti?
I have no problem with this.
Okay, then it looks like no one, alright.
The replacement.
I guess no
Case
one else
closed.
is allowed to.
Case
Case closed. That's
It's
it.
over.
That officially
It's
is
over.
good.
She said it, didn't she?
Oh, there you go. Exactly.
Are you quoting a Bollywood movie?
Maybe.
Right
A
now? Bus.
Bollywood movie.
I said it right. Enough. Bus.
Oh, and then like zooms in on somebody's face who looks very emotional? Is that
Yeah,
what
that's the
happens?
one.
That's
Okay,
the one.
I'm not, okay.
Yep, that's it.
I'm not saying that you're not allowed to dislike it. I'm merely saying that not everyone hates it.
Look,
right?
there's,
I'm merely
there's another
advancing.
hidden Mickey up in the top right corner there. Do you see that?
Oh, there it is. I
Yes,
like it.
Good find.
I was merely advancing an alternate opinion. I was not invalidating your opinion.
So Lilo and
You're
Stitch
so
or Moana
sensitive.
again? What are we gonna be under?
I
the
don't
stars
want to
tonight?
watch Moana ever again.
After this experience,
We like Moana.
this is given
We?
a sour
Who's
taste.
we?
What if
That's
I do like a
asking for
whole?
trouble.
Let's get down.
He has his head down in the bed. He's just salty because it's 5:30 and we only just now got into our room. Why are you throwing this?
I was
want to
told.
get rid of it. No,
No, get rid of it!
Rid of the bed.
Let's put it
Cast
against
it into the
wall.
fire!
It's
Okay,
always been gross.
It's
That's fine.
contaminated. There's no way they
That's
can
fine.
clean it.
Is this like infected to you?
They don't. Yeah. They don't.
Yeah, I would have liked it if there was more Lilo and Stitch in this room. That's
You
my
want
only.
Lilo and Stitch and Moana?
Why not?
Are you
God.
insane?
Yeah.
Are you out of your mind?
Brain contamination. That's gonna be all over the
Brand
place.
contaminated.
Yeah, so we didn't get into our room until 5:30, which is a bummer.
Wasn't Stitch in one of those paintings?
No, I don't think he was actually.
He's on the surfboard.
No, I'm in the room. Wasn't he in the room?
No, at Buzz Lightyear, he's hidden very effectively in the background of one. You know, when I look back over all the Disney World room tours I've done over the years, this one is a bit of a mess. I'm sorry, guys. You know, I did my best. So my thoughts on the redesign. As a Moana-themed room, I loved this space. I thought it was absolutely beautiful. The colors were fantastic. Those like cool oceany blues, but then like warm kind of sandy tans. Usually I complain about how the bedspread is so white and plain, which I understand is a practical reason because it's easier for housekeeping to clean, but I just think it's really creatively boring. However, because the rest of the room was so bright and colorful, the white bedspread didn't bother me at all. I really liked the bathroom. I thought it was very trendy and hip, although from a practical standpoint, actually, we discovered a couple problems with the bathroom. That weird glass sliding thing on the tub was not very user-friendly. Also, formerly, the bathroom had the toilet and shower in one room and the sinks outside of that room, which was fantastic. Because then if you needed access to a sink and someone was in the bathroom, you could still use the sink. So it is kind of strange that they got rid of that because that was so useful. So as a Moana-themed space, fantastic. As a Polynesian village space, it's gonna be a disappointment if you love the Polynesian village. I think that the thing Disney Imagineers don't really understand when they're doing these redesigns is that the Polynesian is its own brand, or the Animal Kingdom Lodge is its own brand. We don't need Moana and the Lion King stamped all over it to make us want to stay there. In fact, especially when you compare it to how subtle characters were incorporated into the room designs previously, it feels kind of tacky to have Moana and like the Lion King characters everywhere in these new, Polynesian and Animal Kingdom Lodge rooms. It doesn't really feel like it's in keeping with Walt's original vision for the Disney parks. He was at a theme park with his little girls and he was sitting next to the carousel and he felt bored. And he thought, why can't this be a place that everyone will love instead of just the kids? And like these new spaces, it's like a little kid or a big kid, people of all ages love Moana. So if you love Moana, you'll love this room. But it felt like before, it was a South Seas, tropical, Polynesian room with just some really light touches of like a hidden Mickey here or there to remind you that you were at Disney World. But you would also forget you were at Disney World. It was more about an experience and a feeling and less about a brand. As I mentioned, I had already seen photos of the room. Also, when I first found out about the Animal Kingdom Lodge room redesigns, I was so disappointed because that to me was such the epitome of an amazing Disney resort space. The train wallpaper next to the sinks and the lacy curtains with the animals, that is a perfect example of how well character integration was done before because, you were surrounded by all this incredible art. I know we're way on a tangent here, but presumably if you don't love Disney resorts and Disney resorts history, you stopped watching a long time ago. So these curtains were just, if you looked at them from a distance, they just looked lacy. see. Which there's so much to take in the room that you're not going to look at the curtains first. You know, there's this incredible art. The Animal Kingdom Lodge is kind of like a museum. They put so much research into it. You know, you can just see the love and respect of the, you know, cultures and countries that inspired, you know, that were the inspiration for the resort is just so evident everywhere and just really immerses you in this environment. But when you have time to look at the curtains, you see that there are animals. Oh, there's a giraffe and a zebra. And then you see, wait a minute, that lion looks familiar. That lion is Simba. So, you know, you didn't walk in and see Simba on the wall or hey on the wall. It was really well thought out and beautifully integrated. And you know, I do miss that. I feel like I have gotten a little bit, you know, used to change. We won't even go into Sunset Point and the hammocks because I've talked about them plenty. So yeah, I wasn't as disappointed in the moment as my brothers were, but I definitely can sympathize with their reaction. However, I do remind myself, you know what, they're constantly reinventing these spaces. In another 5 years, who knows, maybe we will get more classic Polynesian vibes. I liked the way my mom summed it up. There are some things at Disney that used to be the reason why you loved a space like the Polynesian, you know, like the theming of the room. And now, you know, you love the Polynesian in spite of those things. It's still a wonderful resort. We still had a great stay, and you know, it is a beautiful room. It's the 50th anniversary of Walt Disney World this year, the 50th anniversary of the Polynesian. It opened the same day the Magic Kingdom did. The Contemporary Fort Wilderness and the Polynesian were all right there in at the beginning with the Magic Kingdom. So, you know, I'm feeling a little nostalgic. We're just thinking back on past designs and comparing to the present. If you made it to the end of this video, give yourself a big thumbs up. You must already be subscribed and be a member of the Bookish Kingdom. As always, thank you so much for watching, sending lots of pixie dust, and hoping that you have a magical day.
Tamatoa has not always been as glam as you may think.
He was a drab little crab once.
That's true. I've heard this.
It gets funnier every time you say it.
I think so.
I love that song. No one appreciates that song.
Hilarious.
The deck of pies. Look it up.
Diamond.
Shine.